Okay, so we're in Inventory Lab right now. The purpose of this video is for me to show you kind of how I price my books and my thinking behind how I price each book. The initial pricing of your books is going to make up for 80% of how your books sell, how fast your books sell, and basically that getting that mixture of maximum profit and a fast sell-through rate so that you can keep capital coming into your business, so you can keep flipping that money and making more educated buys for your business. So this first book, you can see I have my SKU set here, NYHIS for New York history. I do this so I can track my sell-through rate on this particular shipment later on. I can also run reporting and find out exactly how these books did. Now I actually have multiple SKUs here, so I can basically change the SKU as I'm listing within the same batch and do reporting. In other words, if I get these books from different sources, like a library, I can do library underscore, and then it will automatically add a number to the end of that. Okay, so I'm going to get right into it. I have my barcode scanner right here to the right of me. So I'm going to start, scan this book. It pulls it up. Now, the first thing I do, I flip through the book. I mean, it takes a second. And I can see this book is like new condition. 131,000 rank, but I click on this Prime button. And I look at this Keepa graph, because you want to make sure you have the Keepa plugin installed. I can see in the last 3 months, this is sold a bunch of times. You know, this is sold like 10 times, right? Every dip is a sale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, I mean, like going on 15 times. Amazon is $20.08 new. So the way I would price it is underneath this very good right here. I think what I would price it at is about $16.50. I think that's enough cheaper. It's about 20% cheaper than Amazon's price, and it's almost the exact same condition. Someone for sure will buy this book. I have the quantity, I have the total cost. If you want, you can put your supplier for where you got the books. This is more for Inventory Lab, for keeping track of things, and for your taxes at the end of the year. You can see the SKU added the 15 at the end. Condition, I'm going to pick like new. This is my condition note for like new. I go over this in more detail in another one of my videos. And basically, this is a very good condition note. It gets me really good sell-through rate. And all I got to do, you can see my profit, 838, hit submit and save. So I kind of went through multiple things there. But from now on, I'm going to kind of keep it a little more brief and just focus on my thoughts behind the pricing of each book. Remember, the pricing, your initial pricing is going to get you 80% of the way there. Repricing is just for that 20% to catch on those stragglers and things that you might miss and things that kind of change a little bit on the way. Here we got another book. Okay, so this one has an ISBN, so we have to type this one in. There's a bigger book. You have to be careful with these because the shipping on these to the warehouse can cost a decent amount of money. Okay, so this one, the same book came up, but this appears to be a different picture than what I see. But it looks to be the same. Sometimes that happens, they put a different picture. I'm going to hit the Prime button. Now again, I would open it, flip through it. No markings, no highlighting. Again, this is a like new book. Again, so my pricing methodology, 242,000 rank. I hit the Prime button, and we can see that this book has sold again maybe 10, 12 times in the last 3 months. The cheapest merchant like new is $14.04. Given the fact that this book has sold this many times in the last 3 months, I feel comfortable pricing it a little higher. I'm going to put my book for $21.95 with a profit of $11.42. Set the condition, hit submit and save, and we're going to kind of go through these at this rate or maybe even a little quicker so I can just really want to focus this video on just pricing and how I initially price because it's so important. Off the label, cover the barcode. put it with my stack on the right. On to the next. Okay. Initially, I look at the book. Once again, look through it. No highlighting, no markings. This is like new. Cheapest FBA is $18.97. Cheapest merchant $7.47. Good. This is like new. Cheapest new is $49 merchant. So I'm going to price somewhere in the middle of all these numbers. I'm looking at all of these when I make my decision. I hit the Prime button, and I can see this book has sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This book has sold almost as many times as the book ranked 200,000. This is why this Prime graph is so important. So looking at this, we see like new at 105, which is absurd. Very good at 24.42. A lot of very goods in the $23 to $24 range. I have to respect that when I price. So what I'm going to do is price mine at $29.95, and I am going to hit submit and save. That's profit of $18.93 on this one. Now, if I wanted to get greedy, I could put, $40, $50. Don't get me wrong. Every now and then those books sell. But with these long-term storage fee changes, with your monthly storage fees, that's just not how I choose to price my books. Now, you don't want to price at fire sale prices either. But this is what gets me the highest sell-through rate. You have to consider all offers, particularly when the rank is higher. 723,000 rank. Check it out. This book is in excellent shape. Like new for sure. Click on the Prime button. Cheapest new $70. Okay. Let's look at the very good. There's a very good for 25. Again, I have to respect it. So I can't price too high. So what I'm going to choose to do is price this around $35. Okay. So a little bit above the very good. Because if someone wants a new book, they'd have to spend $70. They could spend half that and get almost the same condition. My like new books sell at an astounding rate. They just sell really good because of my condition note and because of the way I price these. So I highly suggest you pay a lot of attention to how I'm doing this. It's $23 profit on this. Again, I could price it at $50, $60. It might sell, might not. Look how big this is. Those storage fee charges for long-term storage are going to hurt if you have a bunch of books not selling like that. This is bigger, so I'm not going to put it in my stack over here. I'm just going to throw it in the box. I have to put it sideways because it won't fit the other way. Okay. Immediately, $8, very good. Merchant. $25, very good FBA. Again, we're pricing, if you price based on only the prices here, that's a flawed way to price because you're pricing on books that haven't sold. There's a reason that book hasn't sold because the cheapest very good merchant's $8. Most people aren't going to pay 3 times the price just to get an FBA. It doesn't make sense. There's a like new for $8.12. Now I have to keep that in mind as well when I price this. But again, I'm going to flip through it. This is another like new book. I'll hit the P for Prime. I'm just going to briefly look and see how many dips. Okay, plenty of dips in there. I think $25 makes sense for like new. I don't think it makes sense for very good. So I'm going to price mine at $24.95. Given the good rank on it and the fact that everyone else is priced just out of the ballpark. $15.42 profit on this one. Again, bigger book. I'm going to toss it in the box. Like new. These start really cheap. Really cheap merchant. It's not a good sign. The fact that it only dips a few times here is also not that great. So we got a bunch of X libraries. So we got a like new at $11.95. I wouldn't sell this book any cheaper than that. That's just for the size of this book. There's no way I'm going less than $11.95. So I'll do $11.94, and I make $2.98 on this book. Right? It's not a ton of money. There's a very good for $10.22. Yeah. So I'm just gonna have to leave it there. Hope it sells. If it doesn't, I can adjust the price as I go. There's also a video on shipping methods, and if you're shipping more than 150 books, it's a good chance that you'll save a lot of money if you do LTL shipping, and that's how I'm going to do this shipment. So the bigger books isn't that big a deal. If you're shipping UPS, shipping bigger books like that, I might not have even put that in. I might not have even sold that. It's just too much shipping cost. You always have to look at the size, weight of the book. Another like new. Rank is pretty good. Cheap is very good. It's $47 FBA. $14 merchant. I'd rather let that guy sell out. This book has sold a lot in August. That could have been because of the textbook time of year. So the rank's going a little higher now, but it still sells a good amount. All right. I'm going to price this at $39.95. Again, new is $70 merchant. If someone doesn't want to spend that $70 bucks and they want the really good condition, they'll buy my copy. Like new books, you can kind of push the margin a bit, but you always want to make sure you're less than new. Another like new copy. Someone has it for $11.48 new. I might just let that guy sell out. But then we see we have the news at $11.49, so can't be helped. That guy pricing it there, it's not necessarily incorrect, but I would have priced that book higher than $11.48 if I had a new copy. My copy is very close to new, but not quite. So unfortunately, we're going to do $9.95 on this one, which I still make about $4 in profit, which isn't bad. This will be a quick seller. You have a lot of books like that, but it all adds up. Adds up to a lot of money at the end of the year. $4, $5, $6 profit books. Another like new. New is 1086 merchant. Again, I have to respect that. I can't price absurd. Should they have like new at 1425? It hasn't sold. There's a reason it hasn't sold. It's because it's ridiculous. Doesn't make sense. $9.95. That's where I'd price this. Like new. And you can see that didn't take too long. When I'm not explaining every little thing to you guys, it moves along pretty quickly. If I run into a book that has bunch of issues with it that I have to adjust and look at, maybe it has sticky notes in it, I put it to the side and I deal with it later, because you need to get a groove going where you're listing books at a certain speed. This is like new. Sold a decent amount of times. $18.95 we've got. I wouldn't sell it less than that. Put mine at $18.93 like new. Roughly $10 profit. Again, someone that doesn't want to spend the new price will definitely buy this book. This is 2 million rank. Okay, so again, I have to consider that. This is $21 new. This thing's only sold twice in the last 3 months. 5 times in the last 200 days. Given that's the case, Mine is, well, this has CDs, so these are kind of a pain. These are going to take you a little longer to list. You really have no choice but to open it up and kind of take a look. And unfortunately, when there's multiple discs, you have to look at every single one of them. But this whole set hasn't even been touched. So this is like new. I can't price it too crazy though. Unfortunately, I'm gonna price $14.83. I just don't like waiting too long to sell stuff like this. I'm gonna change the description because it doesn't make sense because there's a lot of CDs. CDs are mint condition, like new set. Took 2 seconds to type out. I make $7.62 on this. Profit. You spend like $1 on it. You can't get greedy. You can't get greedy when you're spending so little on this stuff. So now I'm going to toss these in my box because I have a stack going on up here. Can fit maybe a couple more hardcovers in here. Then I'll move on to the next box. And I weigh them all at the end. This is a messed up barcode, so I gotta type in the ISBN. $15.95 new. See how many times it's sold. It sells quite a bit. We got good at $11.95, which is too high. I'm gonna price mine $11.94. Like new. Make a quick $5 and throw the label on. This box is almost full. Typed in the wrong number. Like new. New Amazon $18.93. So I'm going to undercut everyone here. I'm not even going to open the Prime button on this. I have enough information. $14.94, I'm going to put it like new. And this will definitely sell quickly. There's a little price tag here. I'm just going to cover that since there's no actual barcode. This is almost new. This is really amazing condition. This is like new. $17 new. The rank on this is 12K. So really good rank. $13.65 is the cheapest like new. I'm gonna price right underneath that. This will definitely sell. When the rank is under like 20,000, 10,000, I can price $1. Literally $1 underneath new and the book will sell. Because that pool of buyers is just huge. You're not looking for that one special buyer. This is new. Well, there's a small flaw on this, really small flaw. Would have been new. Now you see when you get, here we go, we got $8.98, very good. So now we gotta go to the second page of offers. So we have a like new at $8.99. I mean, it's just, it really sucks, but I have to respect that mark on it. So I make almost $3 in profit. Not ideal, but I'm gonna sell a lot more books at $3 profit in my life, so just gonna have to deal with it. Another one. They all have the same kind of look. This is again minor flaws. Ranks a little higher. I'm not seeing any FBA offers there if you noticed, but you could see there is one. Sales rank on this gives us the keepograph gives us absolutely no information here. So we're going to have to go based on merchants. You know, I think $14.95 is fair for the condition it's in. If 22 is new, then $14.95 makes sense. box is done. Move on to the next one. Now, this one has some issues. Some paper folding. Yeah, I don't even know how we got this one. Penny book, 5 million rank. No way I'm sending that in. Move on to the next. Sometimes stuff gets just thrown in there. I don't even know how it happens. Condition looks really good, but they're CDs, so we have to check them out. These have not even been taken out of the package. Now I actually have a really, really good condition note for CDs or audiobooks that are in like new condition. And that's in my other video that goes over the condition notes, but I'm going to choose it for this one. So $43 new, 533,000 rank. If I want the quick sale, I undercut the very good guy. And given this is only sold 4 or 5 times, you know, those could all be merchant sales for all I know. But given the condition on this, as good as it is, I'm going to price it a little higher. $29.95. I'm going to pick my special condition note. From a Mint. See, it says Mint Private CD collection. I'm going to put Mint Private audiobook collection. I'm just going to play CD to audiobook. You know, it takes a couple of seconds. And, you know, usually that's for CDs, but it's audiobook. It's the same thing. My sell-through rate on CDs with that condition note is like 96% or something ridiculous. This is like new. Okay, $9.16 cheapest merchant, $48 new, more like new. Sold about 10 times the last 3 months. Got it very good at 25. I think it's a little higher, but it's still sold a good amount of times. I'm gonna undercut this very good guy. I'm gonna do $24.99. Double check real quick. Yeah, really great condition. Yeah, I mean this could. I could push new on this. Actually, let me take a look at this again. Nah, it's another one of those situations. So close, but not quite there. This is like new. And we got very good at about 10 bucks. Price mine at $11.95. Pretty good deal for whoever buys this. If you think about the customer when you price your books and think, what would you pick? Think about the condition note. It's like new. What kind of person buys like new? Someone that cares about the condition of their book.